Welcome to another episode of Ordinary Guys Bourbon. Today, a special guest on the program, Kevin Irby. Kevin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Pekin, Central Illinois.
Pekin,
yeah.
Okay.
Central Illinois, grew up, raised here, until, time to get out of high school, right?
Okay.
I went and moved in with my brother, Fairbanks, Alaska.
Fairbanks, Alaska?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Not too many people have, I haven't told too many people, but
okay.
I went and lived with him. He was in the Army.
Okay.
Went and stayed on base till, brothers have enough of each other.
Okay.
Well, it was time to make my decision what I'm going to do. So, myself, I joined the service, joined the Marine Corps.
Okay.
And spent my time overseas a lot, machine gunner, a few different places that I went.
Okay.
So, after that, just back and forth, military's over, career field.
Okay.
So, a couple journeyman cards and throughout, a little traveling.
So you're a journeyman boilermaker, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think once you're a journeyman, you're always a journeyman, right?
Right. Yeah.
You don't have to redo that, right? But your time in the military, you're in the Marine Corps, right? And you said you were a machine gunner.
Yeah.
So what does that entail? Is that just like walking around with a machine gun, or is that like on like one of these vehicles, or what?
Well, there's a couple ways to do it. They had the 50 cal where you had the tripod. Each person had a part of the machine gun that they carried with them. It was a 3-part little squad.
Okay.
And then, or you could have the turret, on top of a Humvee where you could spin around and shoot off that.
That was in the end of the new Rambo movie, I think.
It was.
That's the size of the gun?
Yeah.
That gun was enormous.
It was a pretty good gun. I don't remember the weight of it, but
probably heavier now.
Yeah, probably 6 pounds.
Right. So those things shoot. I mean, they got to shoot an incredible amount of lead.
Yeah.
Like, how many rounds per minute do those things shoot? Do you know?
Yeah. They range anywhere from 450 to 600.
Really?
Yeah, 500 rounds a minute, basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So that's like 10 volts every second.
Yeah, it's quick.
Yeah.
They get hot.
What are they called? The casings?
The brass?
Where do all that? Is it just like
anywhere, everywhere?
Shoots everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's hot when it comes out, right?
Yeah, it'll burn you.
Really? And it's just spraying.
Spraying.
Everywhere.
10 rounds a second.
Wow. That's incredible. Well, go ahead.
No, just barrels get hot too.
Okay.
Been told to keep throwing fire down range and don't have time to change it. Metal gets hot.
Change it? You mean change the
barrel?
barrel?
Change the barrel. Barrel changes.
Really?
That spins out.
Really? So how often do you have to change the barrel if you're constantly shooting?
I'd probably say about every 3-4 minutes. You're changing the barrel out. You gotta be quick at it, yeah.
So is the barrel then, is it just has to cool down and you can reuse the barrel, or does it have to be re-rifled or something like that, or
well,
are they just like commodity, disposable?
Disposable.
Okay.
You try to change them out so they don't bend on you or droop. So
like a cartoon, just.
Yeah, you gotta just maybe keep laying back.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. So how long were you in the service for?
5 years.
5 years. So my son's in the service right
yes.
now. So and he's you said some of the machine gun kits were like a 3-person setup with tripod and whatever else.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
He's a mortarman.
Okay,
Just in case it's 1970 again.
Yeah, turtlebacks.
We need some of these thunk, But that's what he does. And I think that's part of a 3-person team as well.
Absolutely.
But that's really cool. And you said you're from Pekin.
I am.
And Pekin is an interesting name for a town.
It is.
And I think if I did a little bit of research, as I did, not without controversy, right? What are they called now? The high school mascot, what is that called now?
Yeah, they're Pekin Dragons.
Pekin Dragons. But what were they called before?
Pekin Chiefs.
That doesn't seem appropriate at all.
Well, you get certain people that...
Well, is it like Sister City? Like Peking?
And that's the understanding where they came from.
Okay.
That's what I've been told.
We'll go with that one.
Okay.
We'll go with that one. So, in honor of your service, I've been saving this bottle for a little while. I'm pretty excited about this. This is Heritage Distilling Special Operations Salute Series. It's Army.
Okay.
But that's okay.
No,
right?
No,
and it's about a $100 offering. Okay. Really dark color to it, but this is not a bourbon. So I think this is the first on the program that we haven't had a bourbon, right? This is just a blend of 3 whiskeys. It does contain bourbon, which aged 6 years. It includes some straight rye aged 6 years and another kind of rye aged 7 years. It's at howitzer strength, which is 105 proof. Now, this distillery, when we get to the scoring, we talk about heritage, right, as one of the scoring points.
Yeah.
This does not have a lot of heritage to it, but let me tell you a little bit more about this bourbon, right? So it was founded in 2011. Heritage Distilling has won more awards than any other craft distillery in North America, and it started around a campfire.
Best way to do it sometimes.
Yeah, two of the co-founders of Heritage Distillery include Drew and Sarah Kellerman. Drew attended Army Infantry Officer Basic, Airborne, and Ranger schools. He served as a rifle platoon leader, scout platoon leader, and company executive officer with the 1st Battalion, 27th Infantry Regiment Wolfhounds. Sarah, no slouch of her own, her experience is that of a commissioned officer, Black Hawk pilot, flight instructor, and unit commander. She was responsible for training and combat readiness in Bravo Company, 4th of the 25th Aviation Regiment, the Nighthawks. She's also served as platoon leader, company executive officer for Bravo Company, 304th Military Intelligence Battalion. So clearly there's some lineage with the military here. This offering is joined by others in the military-themed series that includes bottles that celebrate 80th anniversary of D-Day, with air, land, and sea-themed bottles. Heritage also released a Service to America series with the first offering celebrating war dogs. Now, that's a great story, right? A lot of times you'll have companies, products that will be disingenuous with their heritage, right? I don't think that's the case here. I want to read you a little more.
All right, let's hear it.
So this bottle says, your purchase meaningfully funds nonprofit and charitable organizations who directly support our U.S. special operations and their families. On their website, Heritage says that the sale of these bottles has raised $188,000 for charities so far. And this series was only launched in November 2023. The charities that are included in support, I'm going to just read a couple of them. This is not all of them, but here are some of the charities that have been beneficiaries of the charity. The 50 Mile March, American Special Operations Association, Better Back 9 Foundation, the Foundation for Exceptional Warriors, Green Beret Foundation, the Honor Foundation, Hunter 7 Foundation, Kiwanis Club of Gig Harbor, Joint Task Force K9's K9 Line, Marine Raider Foundation, the Rescue for PTSD, Shields and Stripes, Southern Cross Service Dogs, Special Forces Brotherhood Motorcycle Club, Special Forces Foundation, Special Operations Memorial Foundation, Warriors in Motion, K9 Heroes for Heroes, USA Patriot Athletics, Special Operations Genesis Foundation, Folds of Honor, and others. So clearly they're spreading some money around. $10 of each bottle goes to Heritage Distilling Company's nonprofit partners. It's transparent. And I spent three minutes looking for some of these other charities that maybe don't have the same honor involved, such as Committee for Missing Children that spends 91% of salaries on salaries and overhead, or the Cancer Fund of America that reportedly spent just 0.9% on direct cash aid.
Yeah.
So
a lot of foundations.
yeah, additionally, unrelated to that, the Heritage Distilling Company also has a program called the Tribal Beverage Network to assist Native American tribes in establishing their own distilling. So basically, it's been illegal to distill on tribal land since 1834, when Andrew Jackson's administration enacted a law with the official purpose to, quote, preserve peace on the frontiers. And the law was intact at the end of American Prohibition and reformed in 1953, but it was still banned to distill alcohol on tribal lands until December 2018, when the law finally was repealed.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, I mean, you think about it, this is a company that they've got that lineage. They certainly put their money where their mouth is, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then in addition to that, even though they've only been in existence since 2011, here they're already at the forefront of working with Native American organizations to distill and learn how to distill on their land,
Yeah.
which has been,
Forbidden for years.
Forbidden, ridiculously,
Yeah.
right? So,
Too long.
so there's the story about this bourbon, or this blended whiskey, which contains bourbon. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Cheers, Kevin.
Yeah, cheers.
And at any time you can start scoring.
Right.
You got our official tasting ballot in front of you. While we're scoring, a little comment out to our growing audience. This has been our first season. I think we're on episode 13 or 12 or 14, something like that right now. I'm not sure exactly how many episodes we'll have in season 1, but we're really looking to continuously get better. And I'd appreciate any comments that you might have in the comment section below about what might work out. Maybe a raised table. I've heard that as a suggestion. And that really is to hide some of the it seems a lot of
solidness I have right
well a lot of us have this apparently.
It's normal.
But you know, I'm thinking maybe a raised table. We tried on one episode, I think with Siddhartha, we had a little bit of different color lighting splashing on the wall.
Yeah, I seen the blue light on it.
It really wasn't much. It looked like he was playing Mario Kart and he had like a power up or something like that. But certainly, I think there's some suggestions on how we can make the show better. I think early on we had a problem with how the audio was mixing. Right, there was a little bit too much smooth jazz. Right, I don't know how that could be possible. But I think we fixed that. We've enhanced the quality of the video. Right, we're doing it in 4K now.
Okay.
Whatever that means. But if there's other suggestions that you might have to make the show better, especially when we kind of retool and get ready for season 2, please let us know in that comment section below. On with the score.
Okay. All right, I got the heritage done. Taste and drinkability.
And it shows you what your maximum range is right there on the scorecard as well. Ever since Ken was on the program, I've been shy about my math.
Oh really? Yeah, I'm sure I'm that way too.
Yeah, I think it checked out. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, starting with Heritage.
Well, Heritage, I gave it an 8, even though that they haven't been around very often, around long. They have been doing a lot to the charity.
Mm-hmm.
So the Heritage, doesn't go way back, but
it doesn't go back hundreds of years.
correct,
right?
like the rest of the bourbon.
But then again, they did that tie-in with the service. Right?
Yeah.
And certainly the service goes back a couple hundred years.
It does. It's just the heritage of the whiskey.
Well, that's fair. So you've got that as an 8. I've got it as a 12. So we're close in the ballpark. And I gave it a kicker for that tie-in with the community.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah.
maybe I give it a little bit higher score there. But
No, that's always a good thing for the community, what they do for it. Yeah.
Taste and drinkability.
I give it a 25.
Right.
It's not real solid. It's got a little bit of harshness to it that I'm used to.
It's howitzer strength.
Howitzer strength.
What's a howitzer?
I believe that's a cannon.
Okay.
You know, howitzer cannon.
Yeah.
Make artillery missiles, maybe.
What are those guns that have 6 barrels and they turn around?
The little Tommy guns? Turret gun, maybe?
Is that what it's called?
I'm not 100%
Yeah,
positive.
you see them and they're like, just the barrel's just spinning. It spins a while afterwards, after it's done.
More like a howitzer? Or,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I'll
you said 25?
I did. I gave it a 25.
Yeah, I gave it a 28. And you know what? I wonder, this is a little bit stronger, right? Than the normal, like a normal bourbon, I think would be in the 90 proof range, 80, 90. This is 105.
Okay.
This also has, it's a blend, so it's got some of that rye in it, which usually has a little bit more of a punch to it, right?
That was what I was tasting on that.
But 28, 25,
Yeah.
very, very similar. Affordability.
I gave it a 15. You said it was $100 a bottle.
Yeah.
Maybe not something that you're drinking every day, going to the old closet and bowling out, but I gave it a 15. Solid. Maybe a little too much what I would actually be paying for it.
Yeah, I think I was also, I give it a 22, right? And I think I was, again, influenced by that whole, the tie-in with the service and giving $10 a bottle back. So I took that $10 off the price in my mind.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And I was also thinking like my son who like I said, he's in the Army. and he picked up a bottle of some kind of armed forces type bourbon, and I was thinking like he's gonna go ahead and crack that. He's got one bottle he cracks with me every time he's in town.
Oh, that's nice.
Right. So when he's on leave, him and I have a bottle upstairs, and we each pour a little hit of that, and then he goes back to
little
base.
bonding session.
That's right.
So, yeah, I like that.
But I think like he established some friendships while he's in the service, as I think is common, right? And if he ends up getting together with some of these guys on an annual basis or whatever, to have that one bottle that they crack out together and say, hey, this is the bottle from
Yeah, that's bring back memories.
That's right.
Stuff, friendship. So
the good memories, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Design.
Design, nice bottle, nice label. Like I said, Special Forces for the Army. I did give it a 7.
You know what? And I give it the exact same score. This is the first time, I think, in our young history where on any category, the scores were the exact same for any category at all.
All right.
So, overall,
55.
55. That's a solid score. I give it a 69.
Okay.
So I think this is a good offering. Little pricey. Right?
Yeah, not bad though.
Little new, but a good backstory and a good tie-in with what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. With the charities and everything that they go to, it's quite a list that you read off.
Yeah, there's more too.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right? There's just some that like I recognize some of these charities. Right? I don't know if you recognize.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah.
But I mean, there were a few that I had never even heard of before. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not legitimate at all. I'm just saying that like the list of how they spread money around. It's really, really deep.
That would go for affordability. I can see how you could go with the 22 instead of,
Ordinary Guys checklists.
Right, absolutely.
Right? So until next time, Kevin, thanks for being on the program.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you next episode. Boom, that's it. What do you think?
Well, I hope I did okay.
I think you did great.